YouTube is happening. It is Wednesday, December 31st, also known as New Year's Eve, and I welcome you to the last video of the year. It has been a fun year. I lied. Second to last video. I still got to do the giveaway video. But I'm going to condense all the sports into one video because I know some of you like that. This is going to be a long video because there's a lot of sports happening today, but I want to put it all in one video that way because I know people are busy today, and I'm going to fly through these for you because I'm going to speed things up today because I know it's what today is. People are busy. So I know you want to get the info and moving on. So we're gonna go football first, which is college football. Then we're gonna go to NBA. Then we're gonna go to either college or NFL, NHL, and just pop, 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 pop. And then you'll see a separate video for the drawing afterwards with the usual red thumbnail. I believe that's what I'm using. I'm still using the red thumbnail. I better be. I probably am. Yeah, good stuff. So you'll see that, no problem. Good stuff. So let's do college football first. You can see currently by scrolling down. Come on down. Yeah, there we go. We have 5 games today, 4 of which mean nothing. I'm sorry. These are exhibitions. I don't have to explain it. You know this. You see the games there. And then we have one real game between Miami and Ohio State. Then we got 3 tomorrow. I'm going to do all the games today and tomorrow in one video real quick. So we are going to be quick with this. So you better strap in because we're going to move fast. So when I say fast, let's go. We're going like no breaks. I had a little extra caffeine this morning, so I'm a little more wired than usual. You know what that could mean. Oh, okay. So here's your 4 games. We can see the lines. We can get them all on the same screen for you. There are your spreads: Vandy by 4.5, Duke by 3.5, Texas 7.5, Utah 14.5. Gee, I wonder what they're going to talk about in these 2 games. I wonder. So spreadsheets. Let's change this up to. There's Arizona State and Duke. If you want to care about that game, there's your sheet. You want to care about the Vandy game at noon against Iowa. Hey, Pavia, #1 passing last 3 games. Good job, buddy. Other than that, cool. You want to see the Texas Michigan stuff, there you go. And lastly, if you want to see Utah and Nebraska, there you go. I will be having all the games on. I'll be watching them, obviously, like as you will most likely. I just won't have any dollars on it. I'll have dollars later, and when I say later, I mean this game. We're straight up, we're jumping into it. This, I told you, gonna be quick. We're going to Ohio State, Miami. This game, the line is currently sitting at a nice juicy 9.5. Let me show you this. I know some people want to see this stuff. Here's your public betting for it if you care. Some people care about this, some people don't. And then you have your 40.5 total. So I think based on everything, what I've seen this year, I like Ohio State. Simple as that. I like Ohio State 9.5. So I'm going Ohio State minus 9.5. The worst thing you can do is play an awesome team off a loss. And they lost to Indiana. A team like that with that much damn talent is going to, and that much damn time to prepare is going to figure something out, I'm pretty sure. So Sayan's pretty damn good. Beck has ups and downs. We know this game is going to be in Texas. Just give me the pure talent advantage. I don't care. People are going to say, well, Miami's got talent on the team. I don't care. I don't care. Ohio State spent a lot of money on this team. Yeah, and I would take Saint over Beck. Sorry. Give me Ohio State 9.5. Simple as that. So we move on to the next one. Oregon, Texas Tech. Let me close this one up so it's not confusing. You want to see some. Nope, I can't see Polar Bay yet because it's not available yet because that's tomorrow games, but that's cool. We can look at stuff, no problem. So we have Oregon, Texas Tech. This one's the hardest one for me to pick of the 4 games. I know who I'm picking in Georgia, Ole Miss. I know who I'm picking in Indiana, Bama. I already know those 2 because I've seen those. As soon as I saw the spread, I was like, Yep, I know what I'm taking. This one's difficult because I like Texas Tech. I like both teams. It's currently 2.5 Oregon, 2.5 for Oregon. It's 51.5. Something is telling me to take the over, though. Even though you look at the sheet and you're like, man, that 5.3 points in the last 3 games. Damn, guys. 4th in rush defense, so they didn't run much. They focused more passing, but Texas Tech's 12-1, 11-1. I think both have had, you know what? I'm taking Texas Tech. I'm going to bump. Nope, wait. I'm taking over 51.5. I've decided. Over 51.5. Give me a higher score. Give me one of them old school Oregon shootouts. That's what I want. Can we get one of those, please? I think Texas is going to help with that. Oregon giving up on all these penalty yards, that's going to move the ball down the field a good bit too. So that might help us some. So both teams being really good on 3rd down. Oregon not really good on 3rd down defense lately. That's against your last 3 opponents, and then it's still 34% of the season, which is still So. I lean Texas Tech as well. I'm looking at the stuff. I'm thinking about things, and my mind's saying it. Like you already saw, it wanted to say Texas Tech +3. I think I'm going to do both. I think I'm going to take the over in Tech +3. So let's do both. Let's go Tech +3. Now, it's 2.5. I know I'm going to buy it 3. So I got Ohio State, I got the over in this one, and I got Texas Tech. So the one game I said was the hardest one, I ended up with 2 plays. Ain't that how that works? Exactly. Let's pop back over to the next game. Bama, Indiana. I've seen probably almost everybody on Indiana, and when I say everybody, I mean like winning comfortably to crushing, and I'm like, oh, really? Interesting. The whole argument was for, oh, Bama doesn't belong in the playoffs. Really, they don't belong because everybody wants to focus on the losses, but nobody's mentioning their damn wins. How many teams in the country go on the road and beat Georgia in Georgia at Georgia between the hedges? How many teams can do that? I don't know if Indiana or Ohio State or Oregon or Texas Tech or Miami or anybody could. Bama could. Now, is the Bama voodoo for them? Maybe. But hey, they did it. That's all that matters. So if you can go on the road into the hedges and win the game like that, knocking off a 33-game win streak, Bama's the most Jekyll and Hyde ass team all year of the whole season. Like, which team are you going to get? If you get this team, undefeated season. You get this team 6-6. But they've been so this all year. So currently 7.5. Indiana's been just straight, just straight. You know what they're doing. You know what you get out of them. Apparently they have a pretty big injury on their D line, which I'm not concerned with because Bama don't run the ball. And everybody said, well, Bama can't run the ball. Have you not watched the DeBoer offense? Did you not watch him at Washington? That man don't run the ball. He throws the ball a ton. That's what they do. So I don't know. 7.5. Let's go spreadsheet. Let's look at the numbers for those that care. Told you the coffee's flowing. I could be ranting on some things. So you see this here. Yeah, Indiana's 13-0. Good stuff. You beat Ohio State. Great stuff. You're giving me Bama when everybody's against them and a touchdown plus 7.5. I almost have to take that, right? You would think. Because then I get to sweat the whole game, and it's like, okay, which Ty Simpson are we getting? Are we going to get the dude who was literally going to be the Heisman at like 2 weeks, and that's like what, week 10? He was the front runner for the Heisman, and the Jets were supposedly going to tank for him and take him with the #1 pick. Remember that conversation? That was a month and a half ago. You remember that, right? Yeah. Or are we going to get the guy who has had just awful like couple games afterwards? So that's the fun part. Nobody knows. So I don't know if I trust Indiana in a game like this. Well, they just beat Ohio State. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Going to California now. There's going to be way more Bama fans than Indiana fans in California. You know this, right? I'm sorry. Bama football fans are going to travel. Indiana football fans are not as crazy as Bama football fans. Bama fans are mortgaging their homes to go to the Rose Bowl. Indiana, it's going to be like a 70-30 split probably. You know it is. So give me Bama plus 7.5. That's what I'm going to go with. So yeah. No. Yeah, I'm doing that. And we're moving on. Now we're going to the easiest one. I don't care what anybody thinks. This is going to be the easiest game of the day. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I doubt I am, but I could be. Ole Miss in Georgia. Georgia 6.5 next. I'm sorry. I'm just taking it. I'm taking UGA. Georgia has looked nasty. Now, yeah, they have looked nasty. And it's more than that. I think there's still so many distractions around the Ole Miss team because of Lane Kiffin. Good job, buddy. Let me pull that up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ole Miss, they've done great. Look good. Okay, yeah, you played your team. You won the game. Good job. Now you're playing Georgia, who's been absolute nasty. They're allowing 6.3 points a game the last 3 games. They're whooping ass. I need Georgia to win by 7. I'm going to take them. I think they're going to flex. Georgia's one of those teams that start the season off slow. You know this. You know this about Georgia. You see it all the time. They start slow. They move around. They almost lose like 3 games in the middle of the season. And then they slowly start turning it on. Well, ever since Bama went in there and beat them, they've been turning it on, and it hasn't been pretty. So, and then they whooped Bama's ass too in Atlanta. So, I mean, but apparently Bama had a bunch of players out. That's the argument. I don't know. Don't care. Ole Miss. Anytime you have a coaching issue like there's too much drama around Lane Kiffin. Still, you had all the reporters. I mean, these dumbass reporters. Let's be real. These reporters are asking Ole Miss players about Lane Kiffin instead of talking about the damn game. Like what are you doing? Yank those credentials, pull them away. You don't deserve to be reporters. Why are we talking about another team's coach? No, you're just trying to get clicks. I know what you're trying to do. You some assholes. That's what you are. So anyways, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, if this was in season, like in the middle of the season, I would still take Georgia. I would take Georgia by 14 if it was middle of the season. In playoff terms, without Lane Kiffin, I would still take them by 14. So it's 6.5. I'm taking Georgia. Shock me, Ole Miss. Prove me wrong, please, because I'm taking Georgia. We're done with college football. Let's move on to the NBA. All right, let me welcome you to the NBA. Now, you see we have a bunch of games. You're like, wow, usually you do separate videos. And I know I usually do, but tonight's a little different. So, because I know people are busy today and tonight, I won't be watching a lick of NBA unless there's a TV on somewhere showing it because I'm gonna be focused on Ohio State, Miami. So, and I've been using this tactic where if the game's kind of cheeks when it comes to college, I skip it. I like that tactic. It makes the video go faster. And if some of you just care about what I play and nothing else. So if we get a game where there's no clear cut advantage, we're skipping, we're done. We're moving on, pass. I don't need to look at who's playing, who's not, props. I don't look at any of that because if the sheet gives us straight garbage, why would I continue to sift through the garbage? That makes no sense to me. So I told you we're going to speed things up. My goal for 2026 is to have every video. They're still going to be separate. This ain't an everyday thing. Trust. They're still going to be separate, but I'm trying to get them under 20 minutes because I put out 4 or 5 videos a day some days, and that's a lot of videos. And some of you don't have that much time, and I get that. I understand. So we're jumping into NBA now. So we go game lines. I can show you the lines. We're going to fly through some of these. Whoop, whoop. So we start with Golden State and Charlotte. Charlotte, yes. We see 6.5 for Golden State, 234. We pop to the sheets. Do we see anything good? If we don't see anything good, we move on. See, we just cut it right there and slide on the next game. There's no need. There's so many games a day. There's no need to keep going, right? Exactly. So you can look up your own injuries. It's there. RotoWire. That's where you get it from. You have a free week of Outlier if you want it. It's there. So you see all this 12v10, 29. That's a defensive play. 27v that. See, I don't like this matchup. When I see this, I don't like it. I won't play this. There's nothing for me. I move on. This is why I'm using this because it's the first game. So I would pass on this one and move on to the next one, which is going to be Orlando and Indiana. That's the next one. So nope, it's going to be Minnesota and Atlanta. Minnesota and Atlanta's next. Currently, it is Minnesota 5.5, 243. Potentially, I like this over if the numbers look good. I believe it is though. If I want to know about the numbers. Yeah, 2v12, 30 defense. Atlanta's been having some absolutely massive scores here recently, 262 combined in their games on average. Minnesota 12v30. Yeah, I'm liking the over here because there's nice advantages. So we got an over of 226. I'm sorry. 243. Now I will go look at some lines just to make sure all the key players are there. That's why I want to do this. So come with me. Lineups. And there we go. There are the Hawks right there. Let's see who's playing because even without Trey and Johnson last time, they still put up like 150 points. Like, okay, so it doesn't really matter who's playing. Johnson doesn't have an injury. Trey Young is currently questionable with the quad bruise, so he might play. You got the whole squad from Minnesota. Yeah, absolutely. I'll even show props for you. So we'll go look at the props. Let me close this out, hit a refresh. Remember, this is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. You get you a free week for all of this. So games, we go we want Hawks right there. And here are the props. If you want to take any of these, I'm not. When I'm locked in on an over, I'm taking the over. So because what I am doing it from now on is I'm going to look at I'm going team first because I don't know if you knew, I didn't do the recap. Damn. Oh, well, I'll tell you now. I went 3-0 yesterday. Let me show it to you real quick. In case you're like, oh, you didn't. I don't believe you. All right, bet. There you go. I went Boston, Detroit, Clippers, all 3-0. Sweep. Yeah, good stuff. So, yeah, there we go. So if you want to take the props for this game, be my guest. You can take anything you want. I'm going to sit on the over of, 242.5? Let me go make sure that's the right one. 243.5, forgive me, 243.5, because both teams can hit 125 easy, I think, and that's going to put you at 250 right there. So let's move on to the next one right now. All right, moving on to game number 3, which is going to be Indiana and Orlando. Currently, Orlando 3.5. Why are they such a short spread? That already makes me ask questions. Like, what are we doing here? We pop over to the sheet and take a look and see what the hell's happening, and oh my God. Ew, this is disgusting. Ooh. Oh my God. Why? I can't bet this. This is nasty looking. You see this, I instantly think of Burger King chicken nuggets. You know that shit ain't chicken. What is that? Antelope ankles? It gotta be something else. That's just nasty. I can't mess with this. I'm passing. No. Nope. This game is too trash. That's what this is. No. Moving on. Cleveland, Phoenix. Ooh. Hey now. What we got for a spread? 6.5 Cleveland, 234. Okay. Pop back over here. So we see offense v defense. That cancels out. This is a good matchup. They've been playing good. Yeah. Okay. We got a little bit of something here. 3-point advantage for Phoenix because Cleveland can't stop threes. Everything's good inside on the twos. They're scoring defense. What are we on points? We'll be looking at 234. We're sitting on a 243 and 228. Ew, the range isn't the best. So now we can go a little bit deeper. We're only going to skip the ones that are just pure trash like the last one. So Phoenix, we'll look at the lineups here. So what do we have here in Phoenix? Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, oh, keep going. There we go. Gillespie, Booker, Royce, the 5'9" O'Neal, Brooks, and Williams. And there is your Cleveland squad. Grayson's doubtful. We go to Cleveland side, and you see who is in and out. Cool. So nothing crazy there. So far, this is a game we probably found a prop in, I'm guessing. So let's go ahead and see if we can find. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh, well, maybe. Hold up. Cleveland's really bad at guarding the three, with Phoenix really good. We know a couple dudes are really good at hitting threes. That would be Gillespie. That would be, I guess, Jordan Goodwin, whoever the hell you are. And then where's Royce? There's Royce. I want Royce threes. We took a lot of Royce threes early this season. It worked out pretty good. Are you still taking a lot of threes, my guy? 6, 5, 4, 8. Oh, you kind of reduce your 3-point shooting, but then you still make them because your percent, if you're on, you're on. So yeah, you're still starting. So it's 3 threes for 110. I'm taking this. We're literally going to fade the one thing Cleveland can't stop, which is threes. So we're going to take Royce O'Neal for threes. So give me that. O, Neale over 2.5. Oh, you can't see it. Make it where you can see it at least. Yeah, we're taking this one. Over 2.5. 3 goals for minus 110. I do like that. Absolutely. Minus 110. Good stuff. Next. All right, moving on to New Orleans and Chicago. Interesting little matchup. Do I care about this? 1.5, really? 245? Oh, I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, boss. This one going to be... the defenses are bad. The offenses are average. This is definition of hot dog. It's all hot dog here. And in fundamentals, it's all green. That's hilarious. How does that work out? So 245. Can we get it over here? No, that's 234. That's 249. Absolutely not. No, this one's garbage. We're not messing with this one. Pass, move on. Back to the screen, back up one space. Let's try again. That's going to be New York and San Antonio. That's a game right there. That's a good game. We got Spurs 2.5, 236.5. Let's go back over here. Let's check them out. Spurs, boom. 4-7. Okay, nothing. It's all canceling out. So this means that we could have a prop here potentially. We could have a prop, especially in a game like this where you got the players. Let's go look at the lineups real quick. Let's see. Scroll down to the Spurs, which is right here, and we go back. And what do we have? Brunson, Diawara. Okay. Not Kolick. Kolick's out. No. What? Josh Hart Celeste. What? Okay. And Castle's question, what's wrong with Castle? Left thumb sprain. Well, you're not left-handed, right? So it's not that big a deal. So you should be playing, right? So that's cool. Props it is. See if we have props in this game that we could take. Oh, NHL, go away. Come over here. So I didn't even look at a good one. Damn. I would have took it anyway. So look at that. I didn't even look at Gillespie either. 4-4-5-5. I'm taking Royce. I like Royce better. So change this over to Spurs and Knicks. And who do we have? Very few to look at. So does Brunson ball out today? Do we think so? Do we think Brunson has one of them type of games? We could take that. PRA for Brunson too. We can look at that too. We got Clarkson, we got Cornette. That's about it. All we have is Brunson on the PRA because I'm not taking anybody. This is New Year's Eve. People are going to try to ball. I assume people are going to try to ball out today. Head-to-head versus Spurs, you have not done your best. This was in December. You had 33. What was your PRA? Did you get rebounds? Yeah, you went 8 assists, 4 rebounds. You had 37. It's 38.5. This game was at New York. Now you're at the Spurs. Ugh, don't love that for you, guy. Don't love that for you. So I think I'm going to not take a prop because I don't like any of these. I'm not taking any of these side players, these B-roll players. I'm not doing that. We're going stars today, or whoever. That makes sense, obviously. And clearly, there's no clear cut. Like Spurs aren't really bad at anything defensively. Knicks are bad at threes, but Spurs don't hit threes. And I don't think we had anybody over here that can hit threes. Maybe it's Cass. I don't trust Castle with an injured thumb, even though it's a different hand. I get it, but still. They're your threes. Clarkson, Kellen Johnson, 27, 60%. How many threes are you actually hitting, though? That's the question. 2, was that a 5? That's a 5, all right. Yeah, 2, 5, 1, 5, 0. Okay, maybe. I'm not loving it. No, I think we're passing on it. So let's just pass and let's continue to go. We'll take a break once we actually get a good game. So let's go back over here. Next game up is going to be Denver and Toronto. Oh, buddy. How the hell's Denver going to do without Jokic for 4 weeks? Because that's what happened. He's gone for 4 weeks with a hyperextended knee. So 6.5 Toronto favor, 228. Yeah. Now, when you see these numbers, it's like, okay, Jokic is gone. So, okay, who's going to step up? It's going to be Murray, most likely, right? Who else is going to step up besides Murray? It's got to be Murray. This is one of those interesting ones. I kind of want to look at the lineups too, real quick. Let me go into the lineups. Let's see who we think is going to happen. Lineup. Valanciunas, okay, it's a good thing they didn't let him go overseas because now they need him. Watson, Jones, Hardaway. Yeah, Murray's going to drop a 40 biscuit. He has to, right? You would think. So you go in the spreadsheet side, you come over here. Toronto's offense is absolute garbage. Their defense is not that bad. So number one's going to obviously reduce. We're currently sitting on a 228 total. They were scoring 130 and their defense is giving up this. I could see them still giving up 130 because Valanciunas ain't going to help that defense out at all. So, props it is. Let me go find this game right quick. This one. Can I have where is it? May I have a Murray, please? Where's Murray? There's Hardaway. You could take Hardaway, I guess, but Bruce Brown, man, no, Jamal Murray. That's what I want. I want to take Murray. I think that's what I want to do today. Let's go PRA. You see what he's been doing. Head to head. He's played him one time, but that was last season, so that helps me out none. Last 10, he still does it in these games with Jokic, and then without him in the game, yeah, I'm taking Murray. I don't care. We're going to do common sense here. If Jokic is gone, somebody's got to do all the offensive lifting. I think it's going to be Jamal Murray. It could be Hardaway. It could be Jones, but let's be real. It's probably going to be him. So Murray needs to be dropping 40 points. And I get PRA for 40.5. Yeah. Yes, please. Give me. So we're going to go Murray over 40.5 PRA. We're going to take that for a smooth, what's that, 114? What can I get it at? 115? I'm okay at 115. Nothing wrong with that. Let's move on to the next game. 2 games left. We'll see if we're going to play any of these. We got Washington, Milwaukee. Milwaukee 10.5 because Giannis apparently is back. So welcome back. We see defense from Milwaukee, offense slacking. So far, we got offense v defense, Milwaukee, offense v defense. This is going to be Milwaukee. This is canceling. That's defense. Man, they both have good defense from 2. That's crazy. They focus more outside, which doesn't help any. So Milwaukee, maybe. Let's go look at the lineups. Who's potentially going to be in the lineup here? Let's see. We go Bucks. We go McCollum, Giannis, Porter. Okay, he's back in the lineup. Middleton is SAR. Middleton's not going to stop Giannis. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck here. So, puns, right? Keep it a buck with the Bucks. So, Bobby Porter's numbers are lower, obviously, because Giannis is playing. Now, for some reason, Giannis doesn't play, which I don't know why he would, because they didn't play yesterday. What makes sense? Where's Giannis? This should be one of them games. He has like 30 and 15, right? It should be. Let me just grab Giannis. Where are you at? Giannis. How far down I got to go to get Giannis? My God. Giannis. There he is. Way down yonder. 42 PRA. That's it. Now, you see what he's been doing last 20. You see? Yeah. Okay, so we got to, where are the minutes? Where's the difference in the time? Let's see. You play 2 games. You had 38 and 35. Let me see your minutes in these games. Your minutes were 24 and 25. So we're assuming he's going to be a little okay. And now Chicago and Charlotte, Charlotte has pretty good defense. We've seen that. Their defense is okay. And Bulls, not so much. So even the year rank is not good. So he still did that. So I'm going to leave him off on that. I do think I want to last game. So they beat Charlotte by 10 on the road. They beat the Bulls by 9 on the road. Now they're at home against Washington. I think I like Milwaukee by 10. They're at home now with Giannis based on the numbers and everything. Give me Milwaukee at home. Just straight up. Milwaukee minus 10.5. I think them with Giannis, the way that defense is playing, Washington's offense will continue to get worse. Yeah, give me them for sure. Let's go and just knock out the last one. We're just grouping things today. It's a weird day. So the last one's going to be Portland and OKC. We currently see is OKC by 1,000, 15.5, 232.5. We pop over, we see the sheets, we go, whoop, pow, and see 4v13. Oh, 6 and 4 last 10. That's very concerning. Obviously, we know this. And everyone's playing, right? They're just losing. Now, again, of those 4, 3 are the Spurs, right? So, what can you do? What can you do when you play the Spurs? You can't beat them. So, lineups. Let's see the lineups. Murray's questionable. Grant is out. Scoot out. Drew out. Lillard out. Obviously, OKC. Anybody crazy out? Hartenstein's out with a strain, and then Jalen Williams is out with heel inflammation. So, you got the other Jay Williams. You got Dort, Wallace. You got Shea, Holmgren. Klingon dominated last game. I do remember, right? So is Klingon going to dominate Chet? Because Klingon, he a big boy. He a big boy. Let's go. I'm kind of curious to see. He had like an 18-18 game. I might take a little peek at that one, real, if you don't mind. So Klingon right there. Let's go look at that. We got Klingon. We got Denny. We'll look at Denny real quick. Because OKC's defense is not the defense we've known lately. So you could take advantage of this with them. So yeah, Klingon had an 18-18 game and an 11-18 game. So he's doing well head to head. Now, he's played him a few times this year. He doesn't come close, but lately he's been, well, I mean, there are some OKC ones in here, so actually, no, there are no OKC last 10. Okay. What's Denny been up to last few games? Okay. This is 15.5. I almost want to take Portland. I almost want to do it based on the numbers. Like, OKC's defense is not good. I know it's here. Like if this was all green like we've been used to, yeah, sure, I'll take it. But man, they've won 2 in a row now. They're starting to feel things. OKC's won a couple as well. I'm taking Portland. We're gonna go Portland plus. Show me Portland can't like beat them by 16. Just do it. I'm gonna take Portland plus 15. That seems crazy. This isn't the same OKC team from last month. This is a more average team. So show me what you got and give me Portland. We're done with NBA. Let's move on to the next sport. All right, let me welcome you to the NHL now. And we have a handful of games going on today. So we're gonna do NHL, then we'll do college basketball last. So you see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games. We're gonna fly through these two. Again, if there's no clear-cut matchup favorite, we're not gonna we're not gonna entertain it. We're just not. Yesterday's recap, you hit our shots on goal. Timo had 3 shots on goal, you bum. They did not hit the over. You had a goal, not an assist. So we were close on a couple of these. It's just a little rough. Carolina somehow didn't win, but Zegras did get the assist. He had 2 assists. So it was actually, we hit you and you. So I didn't put the odds on this one, but that was definitely like plus 130, I think. 120 something. I can't remember. It was plus something. So we had 2 pluses and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 wrongs. And what can you do? So that's it. Let's go back to our bop and let's see what we got. So we're going to start off with the Rangers in Washington. We see currently it is 138 Washington, 5.5. We go to our sheets. And I'm going to use this as an example. If there's no clear-cut advantage in this group right here, this little 4 block, because there's no points that we want to look at, there's no assists we want to look at, or any shots on goal we want to look at, we ain't moving forward. We're not going to look at goalies. We're not going to look at props. We're going to move on to another game that actually has a matchup that helps us. Because right here, we do have a matchup. We do have shots on goal for Washington because 8v27. So we do want to look at that. So when we do that, we will pop over. We will look at goalies. So no problem. Because we want to see who's going to be guarding that net. So Washington, maybe, you never know. Maybe we get something good. So Igor is going to be out there. He's going to be guarding that net against Washington. 3-1, 3-1. I don't care if they go in. I just want shots on goal. So, and I'll show you Logan too, just because we're here. So 4-3-6-4. He has not been good. Logan's been struggling recently. So yeah, I want nothing to do with that. But I will entertain the idea of a shots on goal. That's what we're going to do. So reload this, refresh, and bang, bang, and shots on goal for Washington only. I don't care about nothing else. So boom. That's it. That's all we have. It's the only one that looks good for me. So, boom, 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 boom. 1.5. He has 2.6 at a minus 155. Bruh, that's pricey. Okay, we can look for a couple more. Oh, Jakob. Yay, buddy. I forgot about you. Where you at? Anybody else down here want to look at Tom? We'll look at Brotas. Who else? I guess we look at Anthony too. We'll look at those 3 as well. So, yeah, you're pretty good. 8-4-1-5-4. You're at 4-4 on a 3.5 at plus 142. Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I like. Tom Wilson is at 3-2 on a 2.5 at plus 180. That might be a fun chase too, because you see he can pop off for some. Then he can absolutely do absolutely nothing too. So this is literally a risk what happens. Like he might do nothing, take the day off, or just pop. Usually after he pops off, he seems like he's been taking the day off. Well, he only pops off a couple times. So 5-2, 5-3, 5-2. But I'm gonna leave him alone, but I think he'd be a fun chase. So no Tom. Protas 2-8 on a 2.5 at plus 180. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Bo Anthony 2 on a 1.5 is a no. Nope. We're gonna take Jake. We're gonna go with this. Let's see, CHYCHRUN over to 3.5, 3.5 shots on goal, because they're doing it for plus 142. Absolutely love that one. Let's move on to the next game, which is, let's just do a couple before we take a break. We're implementing the college basketball strat. We do a few games and take a break so I can get some more caffeine in my system because I need all the caffeine. Oh man, who is it? Nashville and Vegas? Yeah, let's see. It's 161 Vegas. Oof, 6.5. Let's pop over, take a look, and do this and go home. Cancels. Offense for Nashville, potential over, potential shots and goals. So this one we can look at stuff, good stuff. So bop, let's see what we got. We got Soros, game log 3-3-2-3, very average. That's what we like to see. Schmidt's gonna be pretty average too, right? No, he's not. He's 3-3-0-2-5-0. So he is very up and down, but he's amazing, or he's gonna give it 5. All right, Jekyll, Hyde. Okay, now we got those props here. We see a ton of green. There's a ton of things here. I said we're going to look at points and shots on goal. There's only one shot on goal. It's going to be Luke. He's the only one even worth looking at. I've already gone through all of these to see who looks good, and I actually pulled a couple out. So we're going to have 3 plays in this game. First one is going to be Luke. We're going to take his shots on goal. I did buy it up. He is currently at 1.5. I bought it to 2.5. And you can see he's at a 3.6 average, 4.44, 3.3. Yeah, I'll roll the dice for a 165. Absolutely, we'll do that. No problem. So welcome to the list. Also, we're adding 2 assists. I'm going to add Noah. 0.5. You can see what he's done in his last 5 games. 1, 3, 1, 2. He had a 0 last time. I don't see it. He's gonna have another 0. Give me that for 125 or 120 for him. And then we got O'Reilly for an assist. Same story. 1, 2, 1, 2. A 0 here. All he needs 1. I can get that for 125 here. So that gives me 3+ plays on this one. Let's move on to the next game, which is going to be Tampa and Anaheim. Let's go ahead and just bounce on over to it. So Tampa, 138 for Tampa with a 6.5. We go to our sheets. We take a look. We go, whop, whop, pow. And oh my God, when you see that right there, I'm instantly thinking Tampa 1.5, just straight up. I know they're on the road. I get it. But 2v7, 29v2. Tampa scoring 4. They're giving up 5. Yeah, I'll risk it because right now you can instantly see Tampa's plus 176. I'll chase. You got me. I'm chasing. That 138 money line looks good too. If you want to be safe, you can do that. But I want to be risky. It's the last day of the year. We got one more day to make some bad decisions. And this is going to be one of them decisions. I'm taking Tampa 1.5 if the goalie situation looks good because these numbers tell me so. Let's look at the goalies real quick. Andre is going to be there, so I'm already feeling pretty good. Feeling good and warm and fuzzy inside because Andre's pretty good as a goaler. The hell's a goaler? Goalie. Lucas. 4, 6. Done. Here, I'll click the props so you can see him at least. But I'd be damned if I take anything else in this game. Give me like lightning. Now, unless there's like a great somebody with a point just looks at like Jake. Are your points looking amazing? Because other than that, I don't like how much more an assist. Plus 120, and you're not even that good at it. So yeah, we're going straight up pop back over here. We're gonna go Tampa Bay. So it's gonna be Tampa. What the hell? Why is it not? There we go. Tampa Bay minus 1.5. Absolutely. And that's what, plus 176? That's beautiful. Anytime I can chase, I will chase. That's plus 176 right there. Good stuff. Let's move on. All right, next up, we're going from Anaheim. We're going San Jose, Minnesota now. Let's see how that looks real quick on the sheet. Maybe shots on goal for Minnesota. It's currently Minnesota 158 with 6.5. I'm looking at the sheet and we can see 14v29. I do like that. 11v27. I like that. 10v17. So we do have some stuff here we can look at. So let's go to our goalies. Philip 232-022. Not bad. Askarov, what are you up to, buddy? 4-3-4-4. So clearly Minnesota's got the statistically better goalie in the last few games. Nothing crazy there. Let's change this up to Minnesota. And we see some green. Maybe blocks. No, too pricey. Shots for you, 2 something? Way too pricey. I do want Minnesota shots too, not, let's see, Minnesota. Let's see, we'll look at Cap for an assist. That's not bad odds. Let's see, Brock, no. Colin Graff for goals, no. Graff for points, maybe. We can look at that. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could. We got Eric Zach shots on goal. There's the only shots on goal for Minnesota, really. It's the only one we got is Joel. 3 and a 2.5 does not look good, especially with 134. Nah, I'm good. Graph points 1/2 plus 126. I don't like the setup. Maybe that's the point. What an assist. Oh, I can't. No, 126. Wait, that's plus. That's plus. What am I talking about? The light is literally to the next to it, so I'm squinting at it 120 for Graff for a point. That's going against Minnesota's really good goalie. This one's risky. It's a slight risk. I do like Minnesota outright to win too. So 158 sounds pricey though. So I think I might take that. And Cap for an assist at 106. You can see, I take both of them. I can at least, I really want a Minnesota shots more than anything, but Minnesota points would be the best thing. So I'm going to take Cap for an assist. It's 106. Yeah. So Cap resolve over 0.5 assists for minus 106. That's something's telling me leave this alone because they're playing Minnesota and just Philip might shut them down. I'm concerned by you, so I'm gonna leave you off. Let's move on to another game. Let's bounce to the next one. Winnipeg and Detroit. Let's keep it moving. 106 to Detroit. Ew, interesting. Do we have anything good over here we can look at in this one? And defense, no. Those kind of cancel. Those kind of cancel. I don't like that setup. So this is one of those ones where you look at it and you go, nothing's truly screwed. Like the other ones, we look at things and say, oh yeah, that we can look at that. It works out nicely, and we see those. But here, not loving these, so we're going to slide past this game. Sorry, it's a pass. This game will be a 100% pass. We got Columbus, New Jersey. Defense, cancel. Maybe shots on goal. Maybe. Ugh, I don't know. 6v14 is not bad for New Jersey, so I guess we could do that. Let's pop out both. You know, it's almost a pick 'em with a 6.5. Okay, we go schedule. Let's go look at the goalies in this one. So it's gonna be Jake Allen. Okay, how many games you played in, Jake? There you go. Yep, good stuff. And then we got Jet over here. Game log for Jet. Jet's been pretty good recently on goals. So this New Jersey's 32nd in points. So a team that is the worst scoring team in the league in the last 5 games going against a goalie like this with a 1-2-1 in his last 3 games. I can just say Columbus money line, right? Because Columbus's defense is going to should. Hell, can I take Jersey team total under? Hold up now. Hold up. We might be cooking something up over here. Hold up. Match details, team props, Jersey goals under 3 is 125. So if they go over 3, I'm cooked. But if I can get under 3, that's not bad. Under 2.5, they're averaging 1.4. That's why I'm not too concerned. He's only giving up 1-something goals in the last 3 games. I go under 3 for 125. That's the play I want. That's the play I want right there. Absolutely. So we're going to go New Jersey team total, and they're on the road, which is even better. Under 3. Under 3. Under 3. Yeah. So perfect. Team total under 3 for minus 125. That's good stuff. I'm gonna rock with that. I'll show the props though. Let me show you the props at least, because maybe you want to take them. So I got you. Don't worry, I got you. So Devils, we had very few to pick from, anyways. They just played yesterday too because you hit your prop. You did not hit your prop, so you're down to 2.5 now, as you should be. So I'm not taking this today. We're just going to take New Jersey team total under next. Buffalo and Dallas time, baby. Let's see what we got. Buffalo, Dallas is 144 with a 6.5. Let's pop over and see if it's even worth it. Dallas, 1v1. Oh, buddy. 724. Yeah, Buffalo shots on goal is the only thing I want in this one. Maybe Buffalo points if they look good, but let's look at the schedules because 1v1, that is a hell of a matchup, huh? UPL has been 1-1 his last 2 games, 5 before that, but still rocking out pretty good. Jake has been 3-1, 3-3, very consistent. So there you go. We want Dallas Stars, and we want shots on goal for Buffalo, which is going to give us Josh Doan, and that is it. Other than that's points. So, oops, I closed it. Come back. One, don't you? 2 on a 1.5, no. And it's what, 180 on a 1/2 of 2 average? I don't think so. Hell no. No chance. So nothing I want to take here. We're going to pass on this one, back it up to another game. St. Louis and Colorado, which is going to be right down here. 295 for Colorado. Damn, guys, that's crazy. 6.5. There you go. Let's go to sheets. Obviously, this is going to be Colorado leaned, right? 2v13. Yeah, this is Colorado lean. Question is, do we take 1.5 for minus 114, or do we find a couple props that we can use? Because I don't know about this one. This was a blowout if I've ever seen one. Jordan, you were the victim today, buddy. How are you doing? 4, 2, 6, 5, 3. Yeah, you haven't been good lately. Can I go Colorado team total 4? They're averaging 4. At home, they're 4.4. We're gonna look at that. Scott's been giving up. Man, Scott, what the hell is this? So first off, let's do this because we're gonna look at their team total, which is 4. We saw how many goals Jordan gives up. So let's go over here and see what the team total prop is real quick, just out of curiosity. So we want team props, we want Avalanche goals, and we want over 4 is already plus 105. So if they do their average, just their average of 4 goals, over 3.5, they would need 5 for me. So I really should probably go 4.5 and really roll the dice. So it could happen. It could happen. So if that's the case, I could just take the what's the over in this game? Over under is, once I get back to it, 6.5 for plus 120. If Scott's not that good, which you see, man, over 6.5 might be the play though. So let's go look at the props, see what we got in this one. So I think, thinks I like the over 6.5 now. We come over here, we see some points. Martin's had a goal in every game, 4 of the last 5 games. Valerie's had assist in 4 out of 5. Let's see the odds. Ooh, those some good pluses right there. Valerie for some nice plus. Maybe. Shots on goal for Colorado. Nothing showing up. Oh, no, Martin's showing up. Martin's going to take some shots. And he's plus as well. Man, we might have 3 plays in this game. So I'm going to tell you right now. I am going to take that Yeah, 2 spots. I'm gonna take the over 6.5 because I don't trust Scott. Just don't trust him. And that's plus 120. Over 6.5 plus 120. Locked in. Next up, we're gonna go 165 for this? Really? I can get it for 160? Yep, done. I will roll the dice. Thank you. Nushkin. Let's see. SKIN over 0.5 assist for plus 160. That was 160 for me, right? Because most you can get for 165. I can get for 160. That's cool. And lastly, we got Mark for shots on goal. 4-3-2-4-4 on a 3-4 and a 2-5 at 130, which I can get for 126. Yeah, I'll take this one too. Thanks. So NECIS. Oops. NEC. What the hell? Oh, the font changed colors. Okay, I see. I see what it did. So NECAS over 2.5 shots on goal for plus 126, I believe. But what I saw for me, my mind went blank already. Yeah, 126, so I can get that. So it gives me 3 plays, all plus in this game. I think it's going to be higher scoring. I think Colorado wins, probably by 2, but I'm not going to risk that. I think they get 4 or 5 goals. I think Scott's going to give up a couple goals. We saw that, so let's move on from there to the next game. 2 games left. We are moving on to Philadelphia and Calgary. Can't see it. Where you can see it. Currently, it is Calgary favored with a 5.5. We pop over. Anything good in this one we want to see. And push. 1B26. There we go. There's our advantage. Philadelphia shots on goal. Let's look at goalies first, just because we're here. Samuel. I don't care about that. Go away. I don't want to try Gemini. I already used Gemini on some things. Do you not know this? You're not that smart, are you? 14433. Okay, that's cool. We want Dustin game log 12525. Cool, whatever. Let's come over here. Let's grab, get rid of you, and you change you to Flyers Flames. And we want Philadelphia shots on goal, please. That's all I care about. We want, well, maybe not you, because, well, maybe, I don't know. Who all can we grab? So everybody green. So it's going to be you for 1.5. It's going to be Travis. It's going to be you. It's going to be, I guess it would be you. Okay. So we have 4 we can look at. 1.522 average isn't good. Goodbye. 1.524 average. Close. 3 to 3 or 3s. 180 though is way too damn pricey. Way too damn pricey. 2.8 on a 1.5 is great. 140 is not. That ain't good. That's not good value. That's not good. 3 and a 1.5 for plus 170. Now we're talking. This might be good here. So, but now we're not getting any. Why can I get no odds on this guy? The one guy actually has, it makes sense. 4, 5. Yeah, you would take this all day. You see how he's been doing? I would take this. But do you think they give me any odds? No. And let me guess. There's not even a 2.5 line. It's just silly. So stupid. Damn. Well, if you can grab this is probably good. I can't. So therefore, I have to pass, sadly. So that means we're back to the list. Last game is going to be Boston and Edmonton. Edmonton 175, 6.5. Man, that pisses me off a little bit. Shameful, isn't it? It is. Defense, maybe it looks like Edmonton, just outright Edmonton. So that cancels out almost, maybe slightly shots on goal. Edmonton points. I mean, Edmonton money line's 175. That makes sense. Let's go look at our goalies. We're probably gonna do an Edmonton points if I had to guess anything. Swayman, what you looking at? 2, 6, 1, 4, 3. Okay, so you've been up and down, which is what you want to see for this. Connor Ingram, other side, has only played in 3 games. There you go. So props. Give me an Edmonton point, please, or Edmonton assist. That's what I want now. Can you give me that, or are you gonna not pay me for that one either? I have nothing but Edmonton, and it's gonna be Hyman assist or points, either or. That's what I wanted. Asking, you shall receive. 11210 plus 125 for an assist. Yeah, I'll take this. Yeah, absolutely. HYMAN over 0.5 assists. He's not going to have back-to-back days with no assists. Come on now. Plus 125 or whatever. What can I get it at? 123. Ooh, 123. So that one's going to go there. So the last game was a pass. So we ended up passing on only 3 games. So the whole I'm going to pass on everything didn't really hurt this one. NBA, it was a little bit worse, we saw. So, but it happened. So there we go. We're done with NHL. We had a couple games where we had 3 plays and they're all plus juice. This is a profit hunt, remember, very much so hunting. So don't go by the records in NHL. You got to go by the plus odds and everything. So we're done with NHL. We're going to move over to college hoops now. All right, welcome to the college hoops section of the video. We have 47 games. It's a lot of games, but guess what? I'm gonna roll through as many as I can, but we're gonna be quick with it because if it doesn't make sense, we're flying by. So college hoops tends to go pretty quick anyway. So here's what happened yesterday. You can see I took these plays here. I'm not gonna go over each one. You can see that if you want to do it. It was, I believe, it was like a day. So pretty much close to 500. Might have been a little less, might have been a little more. Can't remember. There's been so many. So either way, we jump into it. First game is going to be our we have a bunch of games, like I said, all look at this. Noon to everything's pretty much done before it gets dark because they obviously know there's college football on, people got events going on, they want to get things done. So yeah, good stuff. So let's roll through these, shall we? We shall. We look at this one. Now we want clear cut advantages. We ain't got no clear cut. We pass it on these bad boys. And I tend to do these in groups of 10. So right there, you see when these cancel out almost perfectly, pass, nothing for us, sad. We go ECU and Tulane, the same damn team, pass, no. Army and Lehigh. Lehigh for sure here, Lehigh there. Army can shoot threes, and they don't focus on twos, they focus on threes, and Lehigh can't stop the three, so no thanks. NC State, Wake Forest. NC State, there's your clear-cut advantage for NC State. What's the line for NC State? I actually am curious about this one. Let me go back up and scroll and check out men's hoops, and give me some odds, please. Thank you. And it's going to be 9.5. So that versus that's got to be worth a handful of points. They're already in Raleigh, so and then that versus that. Yeah, I'll take NC State. We'll grab NC State at home. NC State minus, I'll say 9.5. Yeah, NC State 9.5. I'll take that. Good stuff, because that cancels out. That leans defense. Yeah, this should be NC State. So let's move on. We got Furman versus Mercer. Oh, Furman, #1 at shooting too. Okay, versus that versus that. This could be an overplay. Look at everything's green. This could be over. What's our line looking like on the total? Mercer. The hell's Mercer? How far down? Okay, fine. Oh, it's the first game. 154. Let's see. What are we looking at here? 173 and 138. Ooh, no, it's in the middle of the range. I can't trust that. I can't pick a side, so we move on. I go to East Texas A&M. My God. No, we don't go here. We move on to something else. FAU and UTSA. We go. We found something. FAU is actually good at hoops. So let's see. FAU. What's that line? 16.5. Defensively, they're not good, but hell, UTSA is even worse. So that versus that's clearly FAU. They're winning their games by 14. They're losing their games by 24. Bruh. Yeah, give me FAU. Seems like a lot because it is a lot, but it's 16.5 for a reason. So it makes, look at the numbers, it makes sense because UTSA is not good. Moving on. American versus Loyola, Maryland. Too much of the same. That's gonna be a no from me. Navy, Boston. Cancels. That's a cancel. That's a no. Let's see. Northern Illinois versus Buffalo. Buffalo clearly here. Buffalo making layups is going to be the main thing here. Even though they don't focus too much on it, they kind of split it evenly, which, hell, they're good at that. They're good at both, but they're going to shut that down. If they're smart, they'll focus on twos. Give me Buffalo plus points. Buffalo is going to be 6.5 on the road. They can't make twos, and their defense is there. 6.5. Do I want to take this? They're winning by 8. They're losing by 5 in their last 5. They're struggling to score, which actually benefits them. They can't hit threes at all. And they focus more on twos, which is actually what you should do. I'll take Buffalo. I probably shouldn't take them, but I'm going to take them. I like the fact they're so good at shooting, both sides. So give me Buffalo 6.5. Let's move on to Western Carolina. Is that next? Yes, it is. Versus Wofford. Cancels. You see offense, v defense. Those cancel. Yeah, no, thanks. Moving on. Louisiana versus South Alabama. Oh my God, you're terrible, but you're awesome. You're good and bad. So if you can't make shots, nobody gonna make shots. So that's just no, not a chance. No way. Not a chance. Virginia Tech versus Virginia. Ooh, rivalry game. When they're both looking good? No. Yeah, like Virginia should have some, but it's in Blacksburg. You know, the play gonna be loud. No, I'm good there. They're gonna party here. If they win, they're gonna have a great night. No, thanks. 5-game winning streak on top of it. I'm trying to avoid rivalry games right now, especially when the better team's on the road. No. You throw the stats out the window there. So VCU is up next versus St. Bonaventure. St. Bonnie's can't score. They're struggling. They're struggling to score points from 2. Let's see. That versus that. No, this is a good game. Good matchup, but nothing that I want to bet on. Not a chance. LaSalle followed by Dayton. So we got LaSalle up first. Ooh, you're bad at everything but 2-point defense, which is the one thing George Mason's good at. So you're lucky you're good at that, or else it'd be George Mason all day. So no thanks. People are going to bet George Mason, and all of a sudden, well, they're going to struggle. What's the line? Can I get a decent line for George Mason? What is it looking like? George, where's George? Let's see. Georg Mason. Only 8.5. Now I'm a little intrigued. Huh. They won 3 in a row. See that versus that. On the road, they 6, losing by 15. I'll take George Mason by 8.5. That feels low. GM G Mason minus 8.5. I'll trust that. The defense, they're going to struggle to make shots from anywhere, it looks like. So as long as they make some twos over that, they should be fine. So give me George Mason. Let's go Dayton now. Dayton versus Fordham. Cancels, kind of cancels. I don't want nothing there. No, I don't want that game. Tulsa and Rice. Let's see. Cancels. Defense. Rice all day. Rice, let's focus on that. But no. Maybe. No. I'm good on that one. I need some coffee. All right, so we're moving on. Got me a little bit of coffee in the system. Slide on over to Holy Cross next versus Bucknell. Bruh, what are we doing? Ew, no. Sorry, can't. Guess what? We're gonna do it again. Ready? Oh, Upstate. Oh, I'm thinking SC State. That's a lie. Yeah, no. SC State's a battle, not SC Upstate. So 8v98, that's Radford all day. That's Radford. That's Radford. That's not. So it's three spots for Radford. Did we take Radford here? Let's find out. So Radford. 1.5 for Radford. 8 and 7. They're playing the defensive rate number 1. Yeah, give me Radford 1.5. I'm down for that. Absolutely. I don't like taking road favors, but sometimes why not? Radford minus 1.5. Absolutely. If they win by 1, I'm gonna be a little upset, but hey, I'm gonna take that plus 117 chance. So let's see from there. We got UNC Asheville, which is gonna be right there, versus High Point. Clearly, High Point's playing better. High Point is 11.5. Ooh. You're losing by 1. You're winning by 40 in the last 5 on average. Who have you played to win by 40 at this point in the season? Hold up. High Point. Who have you played the last 5 games? Who are you beating the hell out of? You played somebody called Pfeiffer and you won by 60. You played Bryant, legit school, probably same level as they are. They won by 50. You beat LaSalle by 8. You beat Mary Baldwin by 80. You think I'm joking? Mary Baldwin, 80. What the hell? That might be 90. What's that difference? I don't know. That's a lot. But then you lost to App State, so it was all over the damn place. So 2 of these games are D2 schools, maybe even D3. I can't trust that. I can't really. No. You should have numbers like that against teams like that. So sorry. Let's move on to Gardner-Webb, which is playing Charleston Southern. Clearly Charleston Southern here for sure. So let's get some Charleston Southern love, and we go Charleston. Charles, let's call it 12.5. Ooh, you're winning by 24. Last few on the road, you get outscored though. You're 3-5. You are not a good road team. You struggle on the road big time. So even though it's Gardner-Webb, I know it's Gardner-Webb, and they actually are decent at shooting. Everything else are not. But you're so bad on the road. I can't trust you. Sorry. No, I only trust good teams on the road or teams that have a like Raptors made sense, but this one does not. So where are we going from here? We're at Gardner-Webb. We're going to Syracuse now. Oh, buddy. Syracuse 9-4. Clemson. Clemson's numbers are terrible. This is Syracuse. 9-4 Syracuse. Yes, yeah. Syracuse has some advantages here. Syracuse. Orange v. Orange. Syracuse 1.5. I'll take that. It's in Syracuse too. Yeah, give me the home team minus 1.5. So let's see. SYRAQs minus 1.5. Absolutely, we'll take that. Just because of the 2-point stuff. That's it. Yep. Moving on. Penn, then Elon. So we got Penn first. Penn and NJIT are going to have a fun game. Too bad no one's going to see it. Moving on over to Elon. Both can score 2s. Defenses are average. That cancels out. So maybe some 2s. Other than that, they're the same team. I don't want to take the over here. Not feeling that one, so we're going to leave that off. Let's go to where? Where are we going from here? Monmouth and Bill. Okay. Monmouth first. Yeah, trash. As expected. And Bill and Mary versus Stony Brook, they can score this, but everything else is just straight garbage. Oh my God, that's garbage. I don't want this. No. Troy, do me something good, Troy. Troy can play some hoops. There we go. Troy's decent. Not bad. Troy. Troy is somewhere on this damn list. TROI. Show yourself. 8.5 for Troy at home. They're winning by 14 in the last 5 games. They're losing by 5. They're on the road. They're playing like ass. Give me Troy. I like T-Roy. TROY minus 8.5 for sure. Let's keep her moving. We got Old Dominion now. versus Appy Valley. Appy Valley's playing pretty good. So, yeah, App State. Appalachian. Oh, I gotta spell it out really. App State with these numbers, and they're a dog, 2.5 on the road. I already like that. So let's go App State plus 2.5 on the road. Old Dominion cannot shoot. That's the main thing. They can't shoot well. So yeah, they're 4-10. Why are you favored? Is App State like 3 players hurt or something? I don't know. I'll pay to find out. Sure. Hampton Inn and Suites versus Towson. They're the same damn team. There's no clear advantage here, clearly. Lafayette and Longwood. Lafayette, Colgate, toothpaste. Man, terrible there. So toothpaste average, they're slightly better overall, but man, this is not worth betting on. So, I mean, you can if you want to. I'll probably lean Colgate. I don't know what the spread is. Let me look. Colgate's 6.5. Nah, no, no. Longwood and Winthrop. Not a bad game here. See, that versus that is Winthrop all day. That's defense. That's defense. That's a push. So we got one thing to bet on. Nothing looks at, no, can't do that. Let's go with NCA&T now against Northeastern. Bang, bang, bang. I don't want to take any of this. That's garbage. Let's move on to Duke. Duke is playing, scrolling down. Where is it at? Duke is playing Georgia Tech. Okay. Duke by how much, though, is the question. Duke, 27.5 in an ACC game. Georgia Tech is not really? That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one now. I don't know about that one. They're winning by 8 in their last few games on average. They're winning by 10. Duke, I almost want to take, like, yeah, that's that, but they can shoot threes. You see this. I almost want to take Georgia Tech by 27.5. That feels ridiculous. That feels like this should be Duke by like 18. I know Duke is they're nasty, but I mean, they are coming off a loss. They're coming off the loss, the only loss. And that loss was, how bad was that loss? I actually kind of want to take a look now. So Duke is 11-1. Their loss was to Texas Tech in that game. So now we're going to get an angry Duke that wants to just wreak vengeance on everyone for their loss. Maybe that's why it's 27.5. Well, you know what? The smart thing to do is sit back and watch. Just don't touch it. So let me just sip my coffee first. That's what we're going to do. All right, we pulled a few more out. Let me go ahead and slide these bad boys up so we can put them together. That little group of yapping gave us 4 plays. So now I'm at a grand total of 8 plays so far. And I get rid of the garbage. How many games we got left? Only a handful. 14. Good stuff. Let's keep on moving. So St. Louis is up next, which is going to be right there. And we can see St. Louis has been balling out. Look at the numbers. They're good. St. Joe's is actually not bad. Not bad. St. Joseph's. But I'll look at this and see. OUIS. So you can find me in St. Louis. 20 points, though. They're winning by 40. Have you also been playing just straight up cupcakes? Like, what are we doing? Like, have you been feasting on cupcakes, St. Louis? Let's look at your schedule. Last 5 games. Principia, 114-33, final. New Hampshire, Bethune. They beat Bethune by 60. So that's actually okay. San Fran by 10. Central Michigan by 42. Okay. Yeah, St. Louis by 20 is worth it. Okay. Yeah, it's not just all cupcakes. They actually been beating the actual teams too. So impressive. Impressive, sir. St. Louis minus 20.5. Let's just add that for sure. Let me get a piece of that. Thank you. We got Richmond up now. So Richmond versus George Washington. They're the same. There's nothing really standing out there. From there, we go Memphis versus North Texas. North Memphis still can't shoot. Memphis, guys. Penny gonna get fired. I'm telling you. Just, man, I don't care. Like, they played a hard schedule. You ain't played all your games hard. It ain't happened that way. No. And I'm not taking North Texas on the road because the one thing they're good at, it gets canceled out. So, no. Oh, Penny. Let's go to UAB in Wichita. Wichita can hit threes. That's about it. But they focus more split. Other than that, no. Don't love the fact 3-point shooter team on the road. Not a chance. Denver versus KC. Denver can hit 2s versus that. That's a nice little matchup. Yeah, Denver. What's your line for Denver? Give me. Scroll it down. Denver is the hell's Denver? 10.5. Do we like that? They're winning by 10. They can score. They give up points. Both paces are high. Ooh, maybe an over in this one. Hold up. 158. Can we rock a 158? That's 176, and that's 165. We're at 158. Yeah, give me the over. Yeah, because KC can score, and their defense is terrible, which is great for Denver. Denver's defense is terrible, which is going to help out. So give me the over 150, 158.5. Taking the over in this one for sure. Move on. Marshall versus Georgia State. Both teams have great defense from 2. That doesn't help me out much, so no, don't want to take that. Northwestern State, Seth Austin. Austin looks good, except they can't hit 2s. The hell, guys? I need you to hit 2s. If your line's short, maybe, because you do everything else really good, and they're really below average overall. So, SF Austin. Let's see what we got over here. What are we looking at? 8.5. You're winning by damn near 24. You are losing. I'll take SF Austin by 8. Sure. SFA minus 8.5. Yeah, we'll risk that one. Why not? Let's go because you do everything else good. So, Corpus Christi versus New Orleans. Corpus Christi get that defense, don't they? They'd be locking you down. They damn be locking you down. But this overall is a 4-8 versus 5-7. This ain't a good game, is it? Corpus Christi is 4.5 point favorites. So if you want to take that, you can. At home, they're winning by 20 in their last 5. You're losing by 10. Yeah, I'll take Corpus Christi. It's sold. TAMUCC minus 4.5. We're betting on Coastal Carolina. Corpus Christi, not Coastal Carolina. Corpus Christi teams. Crazy. From here, we're going to Xavier and UConn. Oh, buddy, that's a game. It's in Cincy, UConn on the road. Oh, Xavier, can you keep up? That's the question. You're an 11.5 point dog at home, 83. Bop. That is a 4 split for UConn right there. All 4 lean UConn. It's UConn too. Let's be real. UConn, I can get UConn for 11 points on the road at Xavier. I'm taking UConn. I don't care. Minus 11.5. I'm not worried about students on campus and everything because they're not there. You're gonna have people that are gonna be willingly giving up their New Year's Eve plans, making this their New Year's Eve plans to do this first, then go out and do things. So yeah, UConn's winning their games by 15. That's all I need. So just do what you've been doing, you'll be good. So sorry, Xavier. Moving on to North Dakota State versus South Dakota. Anytime something Dakota faces something Dakota, I tend to leave it alone. It feels like they're all rivals with each other. I know the states beef a lot, so no, I don't want nothing to do with that. North v South, and then you got like South Dakota State versus North Dakota. Yeah, no, I'm good. UT Rio Grande versus Nichols, and cancels, slightly, not enough for me to really care. They're both kind of just no. Villanova versus DePaul, defense, maybe an under, maybe. It's 135 already, which is not, that's too low. Yeah, we're at 143, so no. And it's Villanova by 12. Don't love that either. So nope. 2 more plays. Wilmington versus Drexel. Both teams can't hit 2s. You play defense? Nope. Nothing there for me. And last one is Georgetown and St. John's. And again, nothing there, believe it or not. So yeah. And then no challenge questions. So believe it or not, crazy stuff. Remember, you're at the end of the video now, so I can do this. I can pop over and show that. Remember, today is the drawing. After this video, I'm going to film the giveaway, and we're giving away, I think I got to pay 2 more people from last week. So it's going to be 7 different drawings, a couple 250s, and then a bunch of 300s. I think I got to look that up. So that's it. We're done. Let me go ahead and roll through the schedules for tomorrow, basically, show you what we got. So schedules, NBA for next year. We have 5 games on tomorrow for NBA. Let's go get rid of that. NHL for Thursday, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Thursday. Men's shooty hoops. Let's go look at their Thursday, see what they got going on. Bunch of hungover players, probably. Let's see. Not too many games, nothing too crazy. College football, I don't think we have anything, right? Or do we have something? I don't remember. It's New Year's Day. Yeah, we got the New Year's Day. I already covered those games. Then Friday, we got some more games, which I'll make a point to show that during one of the videos so you can see it. And then we got our rest of the games down here. And NFL won't have anything until Saturday. So that's everything. So main one will be NBA tomorrow. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe, let me know what you're playing. Agree, disagree, whatever. It's all there for you. Check out Better Bay. Better Bay, you'll get every single spreadsheet you saw today. You'll get every single typed out list of plays, and you come join the chat. It's all there. So, hey, if not, hey, appreciate you being here. It's been a great year. Go check out the giveaway video. Hope you win, and I will see you tomorrow, Thursday, next year. Peace.